Hello everyone. First of all, thank you for taking out time to watch this video. Today we are going to discuss a very important concept of CIDR, which is highly used in AWS VPC and I think in any other cloud as well for networking purpose, where we define the number of IP address. So first of all, let us see what is CIDR. So it stands for Classless Inter-Domain Routing, just a method for allocating IP address. So it defines the IP address range. So how do we identify what would be our IP address range? Suppose if I give you something like this, then we should be able to make out what would be the IP address length. Basically the range, the starting range and the ending range. Now let's see this example. Say my CIDR is 192.168.0.0/32. It says one IP. Why it is one IP? So basically, has a number, that is the number of bits basically. So we go like this, 2 raised to 0. So it is one IP, right? When we say one IP, so whatever the IP is there, that would be a starting and ending range. Here 192.168.0.0, the only IP address. So no octet can change. Now let's take example of 31. 31, you just basically subtract from 32. Whatever is the value, you subtract from 32 and you get the number. In case of 32, it is 32 minus 32, 0. Hence 2 raised to 0. For 31, it is 32 minus 31, which is 2 raised to 1. 2 raised to 1 is 2. So we'll get two IP addresses. So in the last octet, we can change two IP, 0 and 1. Basically, you can have two IP addresses. So my range would start from 0. This is my one IP address. The second one is 1, 0.1. So two IP addresses. Let's move ahead. Let's take 30. 32 minus 30 is 2, which is 2 raised to 2 equals to 4. So we'll have 4 IP addresses, 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is how we define the range. Now moving ahead, let's take example of 27. 32 minus 27 is 2 raised to 5. That is 5, basically 2 raised to 5. We get 32. So we are saying 32 IP address. So it will start from 0 till 31. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 31. Now we come to 24. 32 minus 24 is 2 raised to 8, which is 256. Here the range would be starting from 0 and till 255. That is 256. See, every block basically, or you could say an octet, it has only 256 capacity, starting from 0 till 255. That is the only value that you can have. You cannot have 300 here or 350 here or 257, 258. The last number that you would get here is 255. Just keep that in mind. So here you can see 255, 255, 250, 255. That's the octet. How many octets can change? In case of 8, so you're able to change 1, 2, and 3. So why 1, 2, and 3? 2 raised to 8 is It would be close to, I mean, it's a huge number. So you can just take example of 16. There are 2 raised to 16 is 65,536. Okay. Here we can 2 raised to 16 is simple. First octet 8 and second octet 8. So you can change these two and nothing else. So these two remain constant. Whatever is the value, it will remain constant. Similarly, for 24, only one octet is changing. And for 32, no, nothing is changing. That is why you got only one IP address. So you'll see this example of 24. We have seen this, yeah. 0 to 255. For 16, here two octets should change. So it will be for the last one 0 to 255 and here 0 to 255. Total you get 65,536. When we say all IP address, it will be 0.0.0.0.0 slash 0. It is your CIDR, all IPs. And let's take example of 26. 26 is 64 IP address. When this is 64, it will start from 0 and 163. Hopefully you got the idea how to identify the IP address range. Suppose if someone gives you this CIDR, then you should be able to make out what would be the IP address range. Keep 3 or 4 things in mind. First, you have to subtract the value, whatever after the slash, by 32, from 32, sorry. And whatever value you get, you do 2 raised to something. Say it is 3, 4, whatever, 8, something. So the every octet, it's an octet. When we say octet, it's 8. It's 2 raised to 8, 2 raised to 8, 2 raised to 8, 2 raised to 8. So 2 raised to 8 is 256. 6. That is why for every block, basically, you could say these are 4 sections, right, of IP address. So it is having range of 0 to 255. And whatever you subtract from 32, so you identify which octet will change. Based on that, you will get the IP address. So in case of 32, nothing was changing. In case of 26 slash 26, 2 raised to 6, it is less than 8. That means it will be the last octet. Okay. And we identify the number of IP addresses by 2 raised to 6. We get 64. So starting would be 0, ending would be 63. So this is how you get the IP addresses. So again, a quick reference: slash 32, no octet can change. Slash 24, last octet will change. Slash 16, last 2 will change. Slash 8, sorry, 8 slash 8, last 3 will change. Slash 0, all octets will change. And this is another example. Slash 24, all these are fixed, only this changes. So how CIDR works: more bits equals to smaller range. So slash 32 has one IP, slash 0 has all IPs. So more bits, more specific; fewer bits, more general. And these are the examples you can try. So here we see 24, we have seen this 24 example, even 16 as well. This is for 32 straightforward ones. And in case you want to check if your understanding is correct, you can use this website, ipaddressguide.com. Let me open this one. We'll just see how it calculates. You can see when I put the CIDR ranges /24, I get the net mask. When I say net mask, these three are constant. Only the last octet can change. Okay. And first IP would be 0 and the last one would be 255. That's what we have seen. Let's take another example, 327. Here you can see 0 to 30. Any other example? Let me check. Here again, it will be 0 to 30. This is how you get the IP address range using the CIDR. Hopefully, this was helpful. With some practice and few examples, you should be able to understand this and develop this understanding, as this is very critical in AWS VPC, because these CIDR shouldn't overlap when you have multiple VPCs. Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day.